Now Dries finds the seam. Look out above the rim and the throw down by Vince Carter. Zebo for another three. He's got the triple.
Lead of the night for Sacramento. How about that crossover?
They're not taking a timeout. Here's Carter with a deep three, 6 seconds to go. Front rim short. It's grabbed by Temple. Put back. Scored by Justin Jackson with 1 second to go. So this will be a bang-bang sequence to win it. Inbounds, quick launch. Score the basket. It's knocked down by Russell Westbrook.
This video was like a little before halfway through my internship, and I hadn't really gotten to do like my own full production video like by myself yet. I was kind of always just like getting editing jobs that like the other editors didn't want to do. They would like throw it at me. They're like, "Can you do this edit for the day?" Yeah, whatever. But I always loved watching the other editors create mini movies. That was like kind of a big thing at games, like one of the most common videos they were making, just to like recap the night and stuff. And I had always wanted to make one. And one day I'm just sitting at my desk logging before a game, and one of the editors, Kevin, he comes up to me. He's like, it was just him working the game, just me and him. There was like 4 editors in total, so it was just us 2 for the game. And he was like, "Hey, Alyssa, I'm so swamped. Like, can you please edit the mini movie for tomorrow?" And I was like, "Oh my God, yeah, like totally. I would love to. Like, I love these videos so much. Like, of course." And he's like, "Okay. And then another thing is, I need you to actually film it too." And I was like, "Holy crap! I'm about to get this opportunity that I've been wanting." I was like, "Yep, sign me up. I'm going." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "But you need to go now. Like, just like start filming right now." I was like, okay, so I didn't have any story in mind, any plan. I just kind of went off of like my knowledge of like what they had been doing in the past and just going with it. So I was running around like a crazy person, just trying to like get B-roll, aesthetic shots, opening shots of just like anything to somehow create a story. So yeah, it was a crazy day. Just like I had to make sure I was on time to warm-ups, pregame, had to find like someone to do an interview with. Like it's in there. I did like a little soundbite from Doug Christie. So like it was so nerve-wracking trying to like get all this content, but like I had been studying and watching these type of videos for so long that like I was just having fun with it, even though it was like super stressful. So yeah, I filmed all day, filmed the whole game, got everything, and then they wanted it turned around for the next day. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that either. So I actually like, everyone gets into the office where they did like around like 9 a.m. But I was there at like 6:30 like a.m. I was like, I need to start working. Like they're going to want this by the end of the day. So I got there around like 6:30 to 7, right when it started to get light outside. And I think I left my desk once that day. I used the bathroom once. I was like, I need to finish this edit for tonight. And like I finished the edit. And at the time we kind of had like a manager he didn't really like love our creative styles that much, and like everyone knew that and stuff. So I had he had to look over the video before it would get posted. And in the mini movie, we actually lost the game by 1 point. Like Russell Westbrook hit a game winner and we lost. So I put that in the movie, and he was like, he watched the whole thing and he's like, "That was great, but like we lost." And he's like, "I don't know if we're even gonna play this." And I was like, what? Like I just spent all day like editing this video for you guys, you know? Like you knew we lost. Like you could have told me right at the game ended, like, "Okay, Alyssa, scrap this edit." But I had just like poured my heart and soul into this project. He's like, "I don't know if it's gonna play. Good job, good effort." And I was like crushed. Like, oh my God, I just poured my heart and soul into this edit. This was like the dopest thing I got to do. And then I went home. I was kind of bummed, like, great, now they're not even gonna play it. But then like an hour after I got home, they had posted it, and they actually ended up sharing it like all over social media. So like I was like, thank God, it finally posted. Like people got to see my work, and it was so rewarding. Just like I really thought like I did it all for nothing, and now Looking back, it's like one of my favorite projects I've ever done. Like now, I would have edited it way differently. That was definitely my editing style back then. I would have probably done it so differently, but I'm really proud of like where I was then to be able to create something like that. So that's a little backstory behind it.
Of course, and I love that. And I think, amazing job. Even if this was like, you feel like you could have done a better job on this, like it's really good. So don't even try to downplay because you killed this. But yeah, that whole anecdote about like it not even being posted is just like one of the trials and tribulations, one of the many trials and tribulations that creatives have to go through when it comes to projects. Because it's like, yeah, like you said, like you spent literally all day working on this, and you know, people can spend all day shooting things and creating things, and for whatever reason, like it just doesn't work out, it doesn't get posted, it doesn't matter how good it was, for one reason or another, like it just doesn't end up coming out sometimes. And that's just kind of part of the game as well, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things that you don't ever really foresee when you're starting out, but things like that do happen, unfortunately. But I'm so glad they posted it, because this was killer. I did want to...
Thanks, yeah, I'm so glad to...
I wanted to get your like insight on like just how you decided to split your time while shooting this. Like, you know, how did you position yourself? Like, we were like, okay, I'm here for a good amount of time, let me switch over. Like, how did you go just about that whole process of getting these shots and really just being resourceful with the amount of shots that you edited, just so that you would have like a massive catalog for the next day that was necessary, you know?
Totally. Yeah, I mean, a big thing they always told me, like, especially like if I was filming and then another editor had to take over a project or something, they always told me to film my clips, like basically doing one longer clip instead of a million short clips. Yeah, I guess I explained that right. So like I didn't have as many clips, but maybe my clips were a little longer. So like if I was sitting on the court, like filming a play, I would immediately after play was over, I was like zooming in to try and get like a beauty aesthetic shot of maybe a player's reaction or like them sweating or just like, I don't know, something. So like I was just trying to like utilize my time filming one shot of like, or moving over and getting a fan reaction or something. So I was having like less clips, but maybe them being longer, and I could like scrub through and be like, oh, I remember this moment in my head. Like, let me get that reaction from the player here. And then also like I had to go back and like find all the game footage throughout the day and just trying to like maybe take more of the better plays from the game. So yeah, some of the beauty shots, like I had to utilize like my time and just not getting as many shots I had to go through, but just making them, I guess, longer takes, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's interesting. I would have never have thought that. I would definitely just be like the one to shoot like a 30-second clip and it's like, all right, next one. So that's good to know.
But that's how I was doing it at first until they were like, Alyssa, you're filming way too many clips. Like just do one longer clip and just try to find moments so you don't miss the shot you're already recording. Just try and like get something good, basically.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. It's so fascinating how NBA creative teams work, and I'm sure every team has a different workflow too, you know what I mean? So that's
so different, right? Crazy.
That's amazing.